How long can we hold Fred before Fred goes berserk? Freddy, will you say hi to the camera? Oh, he's watching something. Are you seeing snow outside? It is snowing. One paw, two paw, three paw, four paw, five paw. I guess we'll just keep holding Fred until he. Oh.
There you go.
Oh.
That's all he wants.
All right. Is it treat time?
Yes.
Keep one tray in there to be like a bottom tray.
It says it goes on the mid rack.
Okay. We are baking bread. This is the bread that Aaron has made, that he made on yesterday's live, where we got into an argument and freaked everyone out.
Do you think this will work for the mid rack?
Yes, that'll be fine. This is a dough that has been proofing in the fridge overnight, proofed outside for about 2.5 hours. Aaron is going to dimple it very soon with his fingers. We're going to preheat the oven to 450 degrees. This is a Bon Appetit focaccia recipe that Aaron saw.
From basically by Bon App.
Basically by Bon App. And, you know, we wanted to give it a try. Well, he wanted to give it a try. I don't use recipes anymore, but...
I don't use recipes when I cook
Freddie,
either.
come here.
But, I'm not a baker. This is basically the first thing I ever baked in my life, so I had to do a recipe.
I mean, BA isn't great, guys, but probably most of media functions like that. They just don't tell you that they function like that. Up.
Is it really any worse than hers?
It depends on the brand, I think. You'll find that even with big companies, smaller brands and divisions function differently because it is such a big corporation. I'm sure different brands have different people in charge, which put into practice different kinds of rules and environment and cultures. So I don't know how much stuff has changed over at Bon App, but...
Yeah, all I do now is dimple, put on the olive oil and sea salt, and then bake.
Okay.
It says it should leave a small indentation. Oh, it's sticking. Is it?
You wet your hands. You didn't read the instructions. You wet your hands.
Yeah, that looks about right.
You always have to wet your hands if you
back.
don't want dough to stick to you. So you basically wet your hands with oil or with water. I think they instructed oil.
Yes. I was just checking if it's sprung.
Hi, UK. It is focaccia. Would you like to try this yogurt? This goat yogurt.
Yeah, that's already starting to look like focaccia, even before I bake it.
You don't want to poke it too much, then you'll deflate too much. But people tell me I micromanage you, so I'm just gonna leave the yogurt here.
Okay.
This is a goat milk vanilla yogurt that I got on discount for 99 cents. It expires February 18th, so it was like a must sell now. I just licked the lid. It has a very coffee taste to it. It's very interesting.
It's supposed to be vanilla, right?
Yeah. But it tastes a little bit like coffee.
You said we should do thyme on this, right?
We can if you want. I have it here. Do you want me to crush it on top?
Yes. What's our flakiest sea salt? Is it this
Malden.
one? This one, right?
Yeah. In case you didn't tune in yesterday, we have quite a comment war going on yesterday's live regarding how
By
bad of a person
The
I
Aaron
am to
camp
Aaron.
versus the June camp?
Well, I think people recognize that June is a bitch, which I have stated.
No, you're great.
But there are definitely very hardcore Aaron defenders, including one who said, I'm going to lose Aaron if I don't change my ways. And it takes a real woman to know what a man is. And in that case, if you're interested, Aaron is available, ladies.
Yeah,
Go
she
get
already
him.
lost me romantically. a
Go
long
get
time
him.
ago. We are not in a. We are basically roommates. So.
Yeah. So, I don't know if that changes. I mean, if I'm mean, I'm still mean. It doesn't matter who I'm mean to, what their relationship to me is. That's fine. I think I reserve the right to be mean and a bad person from time to time. I don't know how you can get through life without being a bad person from time to time. I think my mom tried to be not a bad person ever, and I don't know.
And now she's dead.
Well, I don't know if that might be why she died, honestly, but I don't know. I don't know if she was happy with that decision. I don't know if that was something she could have controlled. To a certain degree, we can all control our behaviors, and to a certain degree, we all can't control our behaviors, and you know, you're welcome to point out what you see as faults, but I'm just gonna say that, like, I'm never gonna be not faultless. That's just a fact of life. It's just whether or not I choose to show it to you. And if you can't watch it, then I encourage you to not watch it.
This doesn't taste like goat. It's
Right.
not tangy at all.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know.
actually
What's
pretty
going on?
disappointing.
Is that enough time, or you want more?
You can do the rest of that. Let's go extra time. Time's tasty.
I'm just gonna say that also, like, Aaron is a grown man.
I'm a grown ass man.
And there are many reasons for why we are living together despite not being romantic partners anymore. Not all of which I can even explain to myself, never mind explain to strangers on the internet. There is a lot of history here, and we have both made
New
the
York's
decision.
expensive.
New York's expensive, that's a big one. Financially, that's a big one. We both have Fred now, like, we would both like
I'm
to
in
be...
love with another cat.
Right,
She knows about.
right.
Which you should adopt if you live in New York.
Right, her name is Echo, and she's available from Puppy Kitty.
She's available. Go to Puppy Kitty NY City Instagram and tell them you want Echo.
Apparently, Aaron says Echo is the sweetest, gentlest cat he's ever
Yes.
met, and he's met a lot of cats. So
I've met a lot of cats.
if you guys want to adopt a cute kitty, she's gray. Is she a tabby gray?
I don't know. She's just gray. A gray medium to short hairish.
I mean, the fact of the matter, too, is, like, I'm putting myself on the internet. I'm opening myself up to criticism left and right. That's fine. It's just what I signed up for, but...
I didn't sign up for criticism. I'm just here because I'm making focaccia.
Yes.
You can criticize June, not me.
Well, I'm going to criticize you
Yes.
because you chose to
June
come
can,
on yesterday.
June can criticize me. You guys can criticize June.
Oh, yeah, bae.
That's how it works.
Did you put enough salt on?
I don't know.
Okay. So is this bread ready to go into the oven after I'm done timing?
Once it's ready, yeah. Once the oven is preheated. Should we do anything
Anyway,
else?
just do what makes you happy. If it makes you happy to bitch about how much of a bitch I am, bitch about it. I'm happy to be here to be your bitch, to bitch at.
Whoa, that was a lot of beating. Should I do a
That
little
was
bit
your
of this?
daily dose of will we get demonetized? What?
Should I do a little bit of this?
You can. It's your focaccia, dude.
It is my
You
focaccia.
do whatever you want, babe.
We'll do a little bit. Just for, this is not even for heat, this is just for color.
Well, it's gonna burn in a 450 oven, Aaron.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the time won't?
I recommend that you dump the rest of the olive oil
Yes, the recipe says to do that
on. Okay, good.
when you're done.
Do 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 was watching some Eurovision clips with Aaron, and this year I really like the Czech Republic song. It's kind of earwormed into my brain now. Bam! So, are you not having the rest of that yogurt?
You can have the rest.
Wow.
It's not very interesting.
You better use your finger to wipe that oil clean. That is good oil from Sega Hills. Yeah, go in there. We're gonna stay put for now because I have a lot of mail coming through for Mom's accounts. A lot of mail forwarded from Mom's house to here. It's just not a good time to move. There might be a lot of things that will fall through the cracks.
It's also not a good time for me to move for reasons which you will not know.
Well, then you didn't have to tell them that. But anyway, we're not moving for the next year. So you'll get more budget eats from this dingy little kitchen, yeah? All right, I'm gonna put my oats in here.
Nice.
You know what?
Can you toss it in?
This yogurt does have a little bit of a goatiness that comes in at the end.
Thank you. Beautiful. Oh, let me get a quick photo before you put it in. I'll be right back.
Do you want to pop the
Like
bubbles,
first.
Aaron? People are saying it will burn.
I keep the bubbles.
Aaron has said he wants the bubbles.
Wow. I'm gonna get a video of that.
Do you want me singing it?
Yeah. Okay. Now hold still for a portrait.
You want to come to the window for that.
Nice.
Okay, now get one on the stove with the light on. Cover your bases for your Instagram purposes.
Okay. You like playing with dough?
Playing with dough is my life. I will need a tray to go on the bottom shelf. Can you hand me a tray? I just need to catch oil drip so it doesn't burn again. Hand me that bottom one. Okay. Go on the very bottom. Ta-da!
Fred was scared from tray moving.
Yes. Okay, guys. I'm gonna start off my cooking segment by making congee for Laolao. We have run out of congee for her.
I need to set a timer, don't I?
Yes. I'm gonna set a timer for you. How long? 20?
It says until up and EBD all over 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay, I'll set it for 20 first, and then we can. What up? Oh, congee. Yes. We're down to one container of congee for Grandma, so it's time to make another
It's
container.
very disappointing yogurt. Must have been when it's on sale.
Well, I think it's on sale because it's the sell-by date. I'll eat it with my oatmeal. Mung beans. Beans. We have some peanuts and flaxseed and let's put in some of our expensive Golden Queen rice, freshly milled. A little bit of glutinous rice because that gives the congee a nice silky, slightly sticky, sweet texture. Let's see. Oh, more beans. Let's finish that off. Cranberry seeds, yes. In start with that. So I don't measure anything, obviously.
Jason's asking if you have any tagine recipes.
Tagine?
Yes.
I think Delish might have one. But I don't, because I don't own a tagine.
They do. How to make lamb tagine. By Mackenzie, so it'll be good. Who's everybody's favorite Delish personality? June, who's your favorite Delish
I
personality?
like Julia.
Yeah, me too.
She's always positive. Everybody likes a positive person.
Alrighty, come back. Scared from the train still. That got him.
Oh, that Czech Republic song is in my brain, Aaron. What?
This husky is eating his own leg.
Yes, that's why you love them. Hi, Florida. Alright, so we have that washed. And I'm gonna add some flax for grandma. And some cranberry seeds. I would love to go to New Orleans. Just not in the summer. We went during the summer and it nearly killed me. I can't stand that kind of heat. Okie dokie. Now what is gonna go in is my secret ingredient. Did I tell you guys this? But oh my god, Aaron, our stovetop is smoking. What is happening? Oh yeah, it's, thank god I put the tray down there. It's just basically oil leaking all over and burning.
Oh, yeah, we're smoky in here. Should we open the window?
Sure, if you want. Be careful of my plans, please. NJPPK is what I shortened this to. This is a, loquat syrup. Thank you for that noise. And, loved using this when I was growing up for coughs. It is like treacle. And I just put like 2 tablespoons of this into every batch, which is, I make a batch every week for Laolao. She doesn't know I put it in, but this is basically like a sweetener, and it helps kind of lubricate her throat. She has a lot of just residual coughing. So, is our window in the bedroom open too? Okay. Oh God, it's very smoky. Yeah, it sucks. The New York Times bought Wordle, and I hate everything about it. But I'm gonna add some sugar. Don't tell Laolao that I add sugar, but she likes it better with sugar, even though she says she doesn't like sugar. I made it without sugar several times, and she kept complaining that it tastes not great. My personal trick to making congee in the Instant Pot is to not use as much water as I eventually want it to be watered down to, because I pop in ice cubes after it comes out of the Instant Pot so that it cools faster, so that I can jar it up and put it in the fridge faster. So I just end up adding more moisture after it actually cooks. That should be fine. I didn't do Wordle yet, so don't spoil anything for me, okay? Thank you. Next, I am going to make myself some of my no-cook oatmeal and yogurt, and then we're going to start just stir-frying all the veggies and herbs that I need to get rid of from the fridge in preparation for Budget Eats Day 1 tomorrow. I spent, this morning I went to visit Laolao at around 10, and then I spent the next hour and a half kind of shopping around for different kinds of ingredients that I need for the week. I am still clobbering together what I'm going to use. So yes, technically I am working on the weekend. Budget Eats always begins the week before and continues for like the next month after I finish shooting, so. Yeah, like all bean skins, especially like chickpeas, mung bean skins will separate and float off. Especially if you're cooking it in a lot of water. If you don't use a lot of water to cook your beans, they will probably not float off as much. It's a lot of the agitation from the boiling water kind of lifting the skins off. So if you keep it lower heat and you keep it less watery during the cooking process, you probably will have less separated skins. Oh, I was actually thinking about using soy chunks this upcoming episode, but it didn't really fit into the budget. And I wasn't really sure if it fit into the diet that I'm supposed to be conforming to for this episode, but I love soy chunks. I also love black salt. So we have some celery tops, we have some mushrooms, we have a lot of scallion and parsley. I don't even know, man. What am I supposed to make with this? What am I supposed to make with this? Oh, and I have leftover sweet potatoes and a little bit of American cheese and some more thyme. Aaron, do you want any scallions or parsley? Okay. Yeah, Con Edison and National Grid for Mom's House this month has been big. Mom's House utilities make me cry so much. I don't know what I did wrong, but I definitely fucked up the settings somewhere, and it's not good. It's not good. I initially bought this for Budget Eats, but I think I'm gonna use one of them because Aaron, this oven is like so smoky. What? Oh my god, it's leaking everywhere. Fuck. Oh. Shit. This sucks. Once your oven starts smoking, it's just gonna get worse every time you use it.
Is it landing on the tray?
Some of it.
Okay.
That's why I asked you to put the tray underneath the container, because that's what happened. It's fine, don't open, it's too late. It's fine.
Okay.
Just leave it. If I make pickled red onions, will you use it for your sandwiches?
Yes.
Do you want slices or dices?
Slices probably better for sandwich.
Okay. Do you want rings?
Yeah.
Okay. Adding in a little bit of olive oil. Get things started. Holly, I have kept leftovers for over a week sometimes, and they're fine, but you really just have to gauge with your nose and your eyes and your taste buds. It really depends on how clean your environment was and how clean your storage is and everything else. This is not Laolao's congee. Laolao's congee is already in the Instant Pot. This is just leftover veggies that I need to eat today because I need room in my fridge for budget eats. I got my passion for not wasting food because I had parents who grew out of the Chinese Cultural Revolution period. I had parents who were very aware about reducing waste of all sorts. Do you want to come take a look? We're hitting the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, it's looking good. That's
Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
so fucking
That's
smoky,
horrible.
Aaron. Next time, will you listen to me, please?
about the drip. I thought I
About
did
putting a tray underneath.
I thought we did it.
No, I asked you to put a tray underneath the baking dish so that it catches it. Now,
Oh, you mean put the bacon?
now the oil is dripping on the rack and then hitting the tray or not hitting the tray.
Yeah, I thought I was following your instructions.
Okay.
I didn't know you meant put the baking tray on.
I asked you to put the baking tray on, and then you said the Bon Appetit. How much longer do you want? And then you said the Bon Appetit recipe asks you to put it on the middle
It
shelf.
might be good, so I'm just gonna do 3 minutes.
You need to test the internal temperature to see if it's actually cooked, because it's hard to tell with bread cooked at a high temperature sometimes. The crust will look golden, but it might not actually be all the way done. We don't have a smoke alarm. Don't tell my landlord. It was impossible to do cooking videos from home with a smoke alarm in. It was just not possible to get through a single day without any smoke, so we are risking our lives now. For content. It should hit at least 190 when you stick the thermometer into the middle part.
Okay. This works, right?
What works?
Thought so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it the red one? Is there red tape on the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the other one doesn't work. Do you think you would want any scallion in your sandwich?
I like scallions, but I never thought of it as a sandwich ingredient.
Okay.
I think of it as a soup noodle ingredient.
The other thing about putting the baking pan right on a sheet tray is that when you're taking it out of the oven, you can rest your hand on the sheet tray instead of the pan, which will then get oil all over your towel or gloves. But maybe I micromanage sometimes because I do know better.
I wasn't clear what you were telling me.
No, that was more directed towards the comments that tell me that I always think I'm right.
Part of being a leader is good communication, and you communicated in such a way where I didn't understand your instructions.
So I'm a bad leader. Got it.
In that instance.
Okay. Robbie, are you diagnosing me with OCD? Do I finally have a reason for why I am the way I am? You want my help?
No. I'm
Are
just
you
letting
sure?
the smoke clear out a little bit
Can you?
first. That's beautiful.
Sure is. There you go. Test it now, dude.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna wait until it cools. That's not cool. That's not done. That's not done.
Uh-oh.
We're hitting 113, 116.
Okay.
I think you need about, I'm gonna guess 7 more minutes. But I would recommend that you drop the temperature. See, it's still raw dough at the tip of the
Yeah.
thermometer. Drop the temperature to 400 max.
Okay. Seven, you said?
Yeah. No, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Never have. It's Also, Saint Valentine's died by like piercing of like arrows. Why are we celebrating that? Why did we name a commercial holiday for selling candies and diamonds after a saint who got pierced by arrows to death? I don't get it. Is it killing Freddy?
No, it's not. I'm just trying to get a little
best way to dry out your paper towels if you're reusing them is on a oven. Just like that. Hi, Berlin. Can anybody explain to me what Lupercalia is? That sounds fun. My only tip for keeping soft herbs fresher is wash them, dry them, wrap them in a paper towel, seal them in a plastic container or a plastic bag, and just keep an eye on it. They usually keep at least a week this way.
Did the timer go up?
When it comes to basil, however, the best way to keep basil is keep the stems in a vase or a jar with water, and you want to make sure that once you have the stems in a jar, you then have a plastic bag over the leaves, rubber band it a little bit, poke a few holes so that the moisture can escape, but it keeps the leaves nice and moist, and that'll keep for at least a week. Corn nuts. Yum.
A rare food that June and Aaron both love.
That's not true. We love a lot of foods.
Yeah. But I would say for us, corn nuts is both a top tier snack, an S tier snack, right?
Is it?
It is for me, isn't it?
Which one's higher, corn nuts or popcorn?
Corn nuts.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Okay.
I need to eat the chips you got me.
I was gonna make these chili lime corn nuts, but they're delicious as is.
Hello, Delaware, Ohio. The wind is knocking my fire out. Aaron,
Yeah?
the wind is knocking my fire out.
I'll protect it with my body.
You can't protect it with your body.
I would throw myself on a fire for you, June.
I just need my vegetables to cook and the wind is knocking it out. Can you close the window for me a little bit? Halfway, please. Thank you.
June, I'm not gonna be able to stop eating these.
Okay, good. I'm happy for you that you found a snack that delights your soul, like cheese crunchies used to delight my soul.
Used to?
Used to.
What happened?
I don't know. I got depressed.
I thought snacks are supposed to help with depression.
They do, but they also don't. It's weird. It's a double-edged sword. I'm gonna turn your oven off. Let's keep it in there for 3 more minutes.
Okay.
Your timer was about to go off, but I'm gonna keep it in there to get some residual heat. Darcy likes your crunchy commentary, Aaron.
Crunchy commentary?
Yes. Ooh. Oh, God. I think I'm gonna catch a cold if this window stays open, so I'm gonna close it. I think I'm gonna put a little curry powder in here. That sounds good. Curry powder, where are you? Can we keep the salts where the salts go, please?
Yeah, did I goof?
Yeah, you goofed. Ooh, but black cardamom too. Yes, please. Where's my curry powder? Oh God. How did I just clean this like last week and it's already a mess? Ugh.
You want to live in that house?
Yes, that's cute. How many people fit in there? Like one?
Looks like it.
Just some trash stir fry. Okay, I'm about to make your pickled onions now. Shall I use this jar?
That's a good jar to use.
June, what happened to Tess on Delish? She left Delish, guys. This is old news. You need to follow her on Instagram if you care about Tess, because she left Delish like a month or two ago. Yes. Actually, no, more than that. She left before my mom passed away, I think. So. Get the thermometer ready.
Don't know where. Oh. No, that's the broken one.
Drying rack, Aaron. I feel better about this because you can see the gap. Woo! Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Burned?
Yep. I just fried my hand.
Put it down.
The oil drizzled out.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's gonna be nasty. Oh. This is gonna suck.
Run it under cold water.
No, that's not gonna help.
Well, do something.
Do something? No. You
Fry
just
the
wait
cold
for it
water.
to rise. I just fried my wrist, which is the most gentle part of your skin.
Yeah, this is close enough. 155.
No, that's not. But okay.
I'll take it. This bread has tormented us enough. Caused such a rift
Jesus Christ.
between us. I like doughy bread anyways.
Cold water is not good, guys. Cold water is not good for burns. Well, that towel is ruined now, too. And let me just show you the damage that was done. This could have been our oven floor.
That'll buff out.
You know, Aaron, you should just stop talking sometimes. go check on burn cream possibilities. I was sent this for free as a part of like a speed pitch meeting for different brands. This is a homeopathic cream. I don't believe in homeopathy stuff, but calendula cream apparently helps with cuts, scrapes, chafing, minor burns, and sunburn. Retails for $10.99 is what they told me in the meeting. Would you like to wash this before it dries off? Oh, he left. Okay. Never mind. So let's give it a try, shall we? I always feel weird when they give you these pokey things because this is supposed to be sterile and this is definitely not sterile. Like it doesn't even look clean, but well. I'm gonna move the bread over to the stove here so you can look at it. There you go. Alright, on to pickled onions. You'll notice that the first thing I put on the burn was soy sauce. That's something that my mom told me to do. I don't know if it works, but that is my first reflex now, is just to drizzle on some soy. eat it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna freeze the rest of it?
Yeah.
Do you ever like raw onions in your sandwiches?
Yes, I love raw onions in sandwiches.
So maybe I should leave some raw onions.
Sure.
Let me know if you want help.
I'm thinking about how to get it out. I'll do my best.
You gotta be careful because there's oil on the bottom, so you
Yeah.
can't tilt it back like the way we do most breads.
Right.
So maybe the best thing to do right now is to just grab a pair of scissors and chomp down on it like this, like vertically, so that you don't drain out any of the fat.
Right. Well, maybe I'll let it cool a little bit more, so there's less likelihood of what happened to you. It doesn't look like the photo in the recipe.
Because they instructed you to use a 9x13 and you didn't. What does it look like in the photo?
It's I'll show you.
Okay. Well, food photography rarely really shows the actual product the way consumers will make it. That's what media does.
That's what it looks like just the pure golden rather than the, darker areas.
Uh-huh. Every oven is different too.
Right. I'm not unhappy with this. This still looks delicious. I'm just noting it looks different. The chili flakes most of them didn't burn either.
The red ones did. That's why you don't see the red. The seeds didn't burn.
Yeah, like the
red
seeds
ones
didn't,
did.
the flaky parts did. Like this one. The thyme didn't.
The thyme did too.
No, there's it's still green.
Black. What's green, Aaron?
Look at all the green thyme, it's still green.
Okay. If you say so.
I do. I'll let it cool a little. I'll get started on this.
Can you leave that for me? It's polymerized. It's plastic now.
Okay, I just want to do Ajax and Steel Wool.
Can you not use Ajax on my cooking things?
Okay.
I'm really upset when you use Ajax on my cooking things.
You got
Ajax is not meant to go on cooking things. Okay, pickled red onions, one of the easiest things ever. Salt, sugar, white vinegar, shake. 2 hours later, you'll have quick pickled onions. Leave it a little bit longer in the fridge, you'll have more pickled onions, basically. So, 4 ingredient. So this is actually a really good science experiment of sorts to show you guys, because this is basically what happens when you season your cast iron pan in the oven. When oil reaches its burning point, its smoke point, it turns into plastic. That's what's happened here. Here, listen to it. That's what that sounds like. That's what the metal part sounds like. Do you hear the difference? So this is plastic now. Basically, when you season cast iron, you're pouring on oil and you're burning it, and you're forming a layer on top of your skillet that looks smoother and is basically kind of non-stick. What happens when you don't season it well enough is it will start to flake and peel. This oil, because it was dripped on by that bread pan in excessive amounts, formed a very thick layer that is very impermanent. So it is able to be scrubbed off still. We also didn't burn it at too high of a temperature. It was only 450. I don't know. It might be the smoke point for olive oil, but we didn't bake it long enough for it to like truly settle in. So that is that. We'll just have to scrub it. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't actually have Easy Off. I know it's supposed to be great for Easy Off is a oven cleaner that comes in an aerosol can. You can't really use it in a indoor situation because you're supposed to be in a very well ventilated place. Otherwise it's kind of toxic. So I don't have it because I don't really like that kind of harsh chemical to clean with. I just basically use elbow grease. But Easy Off is apparently highly recommended for folks who fucked up the seasoning on their cast iron or their carbon steel and they want to strip the whole thing. It is fairly impossible to strip a cast iron pan without chemical means. With just elbow grease, it would take you forever. Oh, that's the Instant Pot. I was like, I thought I deinstalled my smoke alarm. But our congee's ready. Yay. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to let the pressure release on its own so that the beans can get even more tender while I scrub this. You often screw up the seasoning on your cast iron pan because you're too impatient. Which is what we did with our carbon steel pan, unfortunately. People think that because you want a solid layer of seasoning, you just go heavy on oil, but that is the number one reason why your seasoning got fucked up. Is because you try to put way too much oil on top, and then the oil hardens and it becomes extremely flaky. It's a very unstable kind of seasoning, and you'll have a very uneven pan, which is not great. By the way, when shit burns like this, it is basically a lot of carcinogenic agents. I know people don't like it when I joke about cancer, but it's not really a joke. The Maillard reaction produces certain compounds that are potential carcinogenic compounds. And if you're just eating burnt flakes, chances are it's going to raise your risk for cancer because you're not supposed to be eating burnt flakes. Oof. Do I believe in feng shui, numerology, astrology, and the like? I don't believe in it. Does it affect me sometimes? Yeah, I think so. Ay, ay, ay. My sleeves just won't stay on. Unfortunately for me, I just cleaned my oven too 2 days ago, so hey Aaron, can you come help me with something? Can you help me locate that coarse sea salt I never use that I might be able to use for this cleaning session?
Would it be under the sink or in the spice cabinet?
It would be in the spice cabinet, I think. I can't remember if I used it already. I might have.
I don't remember
On the salt side.
seeing any coarse sea salt. Black salt, spice house, cardamom, random jar of MSG called cardamom, Malden sea salt flakes, better cheddar, more MSG.
Maybe we don't have it.
Do you want David's?
No. Can you fish this out of the sink, please? Can you wipe it? Can you wipe it before putting it back? It has gunk on it. Thank you. Thank you. want to move the camera back to where it was so people can see you cut it? Guys, my gains are already uneven. For some reason, my right bicep is way bigger than my left bicep, and it makes me very upset, and it makes no sense because I'm a lefty. Why would my right bicep be so much bigger than my left bicep? I don't know.
Well, it's just lifting right out.
Nice. I still recommend that you use a pair of scissors to cut it. If there's crust that falls on the floor, I'm going to ask that you clean it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just deciding the size of the sandwich loaf.
I know, but knife makes everything jump. Scissors don't. Okay, great. I'm sorry. I'm just a little annoyed right now.
Of course.
You can enjoy your bread.
I will.
Can you open up the oven for me, please? I'm gonna need to clean that floor of the oven because it's just gonna smoke and ruin all the videos. I'm gonna come out hot behind you. Don't move.
Okay. Why is Erin not cleaning? She won't let me. There's your answer. Can I leave a bit for you to try, Jude?
No, I don't want it. Thanks.
Okay.
Looks good.
Yeah, it is good.
Do you think that can fit inside the bread container that's already in the freezer? So we don't really have that much freezer space for you to freeze
I'll
2
try.
loaves of bread.
Yes, it is my first time baking.
I would really recommend that you let that cool
Okay.
before you freeze it. But also, just looking at the amount of bread that's there, it's not gonna fit. You probably need that container that's on the floor.
Okay.
And you might need this bag too. But I would recommend that you figure out a configuration in the freezer to accommodate.
Okay. I'll play Legos with it.
Can I ask you to step aside? Thanks.
Yeah, Yeah, the only part that I would say is truly uncooked is the middle piece in the middle.
I told you,
Yeah.
you need 190 to make sure the bread is cooked.
Right, but I mean, it's still perfectly edible, and I like doughy bread.
Right.
I'm just noticing, even like the edge pieces are all fine.
The recipe is for 913 pan, not for a 9x9. So obviously the outside is going to burn before the inside is baked because you're crushing more density inside a smaller area. I mean, this is also a good lesson for you guys who are baking. When the recipe tells you to use a larger instrument than you're actually going to use, the inside is always going to be more raw than the original recipe is going to show you, because you are giving the batter less of a place to cook. There's less surface area to cook. So more often than not, you should be lowering the temperature that's called for by 25 degrees and elongating the cooking time, depending on what kind of thing it is, by 10, 15, or even 20 minutes. Because if you ever have dough that rises like all the way above, not dough, sorry, if you ever have cake batter that rises, I would say like more than 3/4 of the way up the height of your pan, that is going to be a very underbaked inside with a very overbaked outside. So I would not recommend filling your cake batter more than 3/4 of the way to the lip of your container. Bread's obviously a little bit different because there's gluten holding it in place. It won't slosh over like cake batter will. So here's the sheet tray and here's the gloves. I tried washing this off, it's not coming off, so there's a lot of metal on my gloves now. I'm really trying very hard not to be bitter right now, okay? I'm trying. It's not easy to be not bitter, but I'm working on it. And now we have vegetables. I really don't feel like eating the bread. Sorry, guys. I really don't want to do it. But you've seen Aaron eat it. It's not going to be that much different. Plus, I have more cleaning to do because somebody decided they didn't want to use scissors. Am I passive aggressive? Yes. Can I be? Yes, because you can't control me. Is it a good thing to be? No, probably not. But, I don't know. Good is kind of overrated, isn't it? We don't really get rewarded for being good. We just get punished for being not good. But, that's not really a fair deal, is it? It is very beautiful bread. Look at that. First time baker. Very nice. Okay, our Instant Pot pressure thingy-majiggy just dropped. You can see it is no longer up, it is dropped. So no more pressure. We can open. Now I'm gonna pop in ice cubes. You can see all of the rice is basically cooked, but it's solid. And we're just going to add some ice cubes in to dilute it as needed and to cool it down. Yes. You can just hear when the ice cubes have disappeared. They get smaller and smaller in sound. Probably dilute this a little bit more. The thing about grains like this is once they cool, they'll get even more solid. So I like to make it a little bit runnier than I actually would want to eat, because Grandma's room is overheated most of the time, and she actually prefers that the congee be not hot. So I don't warm it up. I just take it straight from the fridge. She usually lets it sit out for half a day to a full day. She has that kind of like food insecurity mentality where she doesn't eat her previous container of congee until I bring her a new one, which She hasn't gotten sick yet, although I managed to yell at her every day to like fucking eat the thing before it sits out for half a day, but she never listens, so Grandma will do what Grandma wants to do, and I have no control over that. And that is our Instant Pot congee for Grandma. Ta-da! Wow. It smells very beany. It's not very impressive to smell. But the bread probably smells a lot better. Do you like the bread, Aaron?
Yeah, it's also pricey.
I really don't want to try any, but thank you. The more you ask me to try it, the less I want to. You know how my psychology works. Would you make the recipe again? Aaron,
What?
would you make the recipe again?
Yeah. Plenty more bread and desserts.
There you go. Aaron said he would make it again. I have looked into traveling to China. The quarantine is what worries me. Even if I do get a visa to go back with her, she would have to quarantine alone, on her own, for 21 to 28 days, depending on where we land. I'm not sure, and she's not sure, if she can handle that length of being on her own. Obviously, there will be people who like deliver your meals to you, but it's just a very hard situation to be in. With COVID and everything, traveling is just that much harder, and China is being very strict about what you need in order to get on a flight even. You need to get tested basically 3 times before you can step on the plane. You need to get tested, I think, 1 or 2 weeks before departure. You need to get tested 48 hours before departure. You need to get tested on the day of the departure. And if any of those steps goes wrong, obviously your entry will be denied. So for those people who are saying, I'm sure they have this, can you just let me know if you've been to China or if you know about Chinese rules? Cause like, do they? From the reports that I've been getting, China really doesn't give a shit about individuals as long as they have the disease controlled, for better or for worse. I'm not making an argument either way, but I will say that if you are Americanized in the way that you expect individual freedoms to count, China does not give a shit about that. China does not compute when you say individual freedom. So, is that good for a pandemic? Maybe, you know, they will literally lock people into house arrest. Just even if they suspect you have the disease. I am not sure if she would be able to tolerate the flight medically either. That's also another concern. The flight is very, very long. She is on oxygen part of the day. I don't even know how that would even fucking work on a plane. So I don't even know if we can get medical clearance for her. TBH. So all of this is bringing up a lot of anxiety for me. Yes, Lydia, you are right. It is Aaron's first time baking, and he succeeded massively. As much as I am annoyed at the cleanup process and the interpersonal dynamics, let us congratulate Aaron for his wonderful bake. Clap, clap. No sarcasm intended. I'm just very short right now because my anxiety is very bad after just talking about getting Grandma back in China, which seems less and less likely every time I think about it and every time I talk about it. Contrary to what I imagined, I thought it would get easier as time went on, but it just seems to get harder. So. Aaron, do you want a little bowl of the congee? Like a tiny little sip bowl?
Yes, thank you. That's good.
Okay, there you go.
Very nice. I feel healthier already.
Hint of the new budget eats? Yeah, I hinted yesterday. I can't give you that many hints.
You didn't tell them the subject?
I told them some of the ingredient restrictions I had.
Do people have any guesses from that?
Yeah, people have guessed. I can't confirm it though.
Was anyone correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
someone was correct.
Nice work, someone.
Is it pleasant enough?
Very pleasant, thank you.
It is just sweet enough where Grandma can't tell I put sugar in it.
I'm surprised that doesn't taste saltier. I put in four full teaspoons of salt, which I thought was like
In the dough?
in the dough, which I
Yeah,
thought was crazy
bread
high.
takes a lot of. No. Some breads call for like 2 tablespoons.
Yeah, I felt uncomfortable putting that much in, but
Bread has a lot of
it
salt.
doesn't even taste salty. Somehow.
That's if you don't put salt in bread, it doesn't taste good. Aaron, Rams or Bengals today? Somebody asked.
I hope the Bengals win, but this is the only Super Bowl champ in my book that I'm wearing right now.
Somebody keep the Boulevard of Broken Dreams for Aaron. You're gonna try to fit both of those in here?
I'll do some Legos.
I just don't know, man.
We'll see.
of your waffles, that's for sure. They're taking up a lot of space.
I can take them out of the
because-
box.
Yeah,
That'll
they're
take
in
up
the
less
box.
space.
Can you pull,
Maybe I'll make some now.
why wouldn't you just eat fresh bread?
Because that's for my sandwiches.
Okay, you can't make sandwiches with pancakes?
Pancake sandos?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's delicious.
I'm gonna clean the freezer. It's got a lot of debris in it.
Debris?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll just leave these a little loosely covered for now.
You could, Aaron,
Yeah.
can I recommend something?
Yes.
Since those slices are frozen, you can stack them horizontally now and fit them tighter. You can collapse them in towards each other. I
Well,
froze
either-
them slanted.
Okay. I did stack them vertically. This
Okay.
is more vertical than they were before.
Do you want me to put the bread in now?
Doesn't need to go in yet. Are you done cleaning the freezer?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
I need those things to go back in too, but I'm gonna let you actually. Let me see. Let me see.
This might be able to stack. That should work.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Oh, your Eggos. Do you want some?
No, just put them in. Nobody should ever buy Eggos. They're terrible.
Eggos are terrible indeed. Alright, I'll taste a little bit of your crumbs.
Eat the hard scoopings.
It's like fried bread with the amount of oil that's left.
Yeah, focaccia uses an incredible amount of oil and butter.
And there's lard in here, right?
Yeah, there's less butter than there should be, and more bacon fat.
Bacon fat. I got that. Leave it for me, please. to end the live so you can cook lunch? Are you not hungry? Do you want some of my vegetable stir fry? Reconsider travel to China. Yeah. It's complicated, y'all. Traveling to China is complicated. So I would ask if there's one thing you cannot ask me about on future lives so that my anxiety doesn't spike, is don't ask me about grandma and don't ask me about getting her back to China, because that is on my mind 24/7. And unfortunately for you, I don't have any more news than Google would. So I did find a therapist that I liked. I haven't seen him in a very long time because life has just been crazy busy. And I don't like setting up therapy sessions for myself when I don't even feel like I can breathe. But I do have one. He's very nice. Yes, so I'm just gonna eat my vegetable mush, whatever you want to call this. This has celery leaves, carrots, scallions, parsley, mushrooms, soy sauce, curry powder, and black pepper and black cardamom. Thanks, Rostel. I'm a little bit worried about the health declaration. I guess I need to find a doctor and see if she can pass that medical test, but we'll see. I'm going to make my oats now with this yogurt that Aaron hates. I tried the ice shower thing at the end of my shower a couple of days ago, and I do feel like I get what that therapist was saying. It does kind of just like jolt you into the present moment because you're so cold you literally can't think of anything else. But I won't be doing that again. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. A lot of things in life are not worth it. That is one of them. So, I think my battery's about to run out, but we'll just watch me eat stuff. And you can ask me questions. Do you want to smell? Not a fan, huh? I get it. Too many veggies, not enough meat. Jasmine, that sounds like a lovely life. That's all I have for you, bud. Oh, I still have some sweet potato fries. I'm going to melt my shredded cheese on top of my leftover fries later, and it'll be like a little really sad poutine. I also gain weight when I'm depressed. It just happens to different people. Some people lose weight, some people gain weight. I think that's just one thing that makes me feel worse about my depression. But I'm starting to realize that it really doesn't matter, does it? At that point, you really don't need one more thing to make you feel even worse about your life. Let's get you some Fred time. For all our cat viewers, you deserve Fred time. Freddy, you don't like your toy? You don't like Mr. Chipmunk? Linda, have a fantastic time diving at Aldi. Snag a bag of chips for me, will ya? I mean, I also think maybe the question we should be asking is, how do I not process stress as readily? It's a very big, difficult question. Sugar and salt in the pickled onions is totally up to you. It really depends on how sweet and how salty you want it. I didn't measure. Some pickles do use MSG. I think it would work. Contrary to what you may believe, I don't like MSG in everything. A lot of things come with naturally occurring MSG anyway, so it's kind of excessive sometimes, and you really don't taste the difference. If reincarnation happens, I guess I don't really know what I would want to be. Kind of don't want to be reincarnated, y'all. Be nice to hop out of that samsara cycle. That's your fur, bud. Do you want a banana?
Sure.
I peeled it so I can compost. But 'tis a banana.
I believe you.
Fork or spoon?
Looks like you decided. Thanks.
Do you want a banana? Alright folks, I'm going to eat my leftover fries, my oatmeal, and I'm going to go do my Wordle. I hope you have a great week ahead. I'll see you on the other side. Budget Eats is going to eat a lot out of me, so I might not even go live next weekend. Who knows? Can't promise you anything, but thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all of your comments, including the ones where it makes me feel bad, because that's part of being alive, as Mom would say. It's all part of the mix, and it's all part of the experience. And Freddie, do you want to wish the people a good week? Do you want to wish them a good week? Get somebody to scratch your chin like this. Or maybe, since you have fingies, scratch it yourself. Just be sure to do something that feels good every day so that you hate life a little less every day. Peace. And airplanes. Airplanes never die.